Welcome to the family, son.
About a week ago, Collider interviewed Hiroyuki Kobayashi, the producer of the 2017 Resident Evil CG film Vendetta and an RE veteran who has worked on the series since its inception. Kobayashi said something interesting that set the RE internet world on fire. When asked about his future plans, the producer, who worked on RE2 as a programmer, dropped Resident Evil 2 Remake as one of those upcoming projects, and then used an interesting word to describe the release date: soon. Soon is a funny word. To people on social media, soon apparently means tomorrow, and lots of people started getting excited. Videos were posted, blog articles were written, the headline went mini viral, and the overall vibe of everything was that Remake will be here very, 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 very soon. Now that the storm has calmed down a bit, I think we should really examine this word soon, which has a different meaning for different people in different situations. To a person who buys a new game every Thursday night at midnight, soon might mean a week. To a game developer, in the midst of the cycle of a big budget video game, soon could mean a year or longer. The last handful of times I've used the word soon, it was to get people off my back so they would stop bugging me and stop asking questions. When will you clean your room? You are late. When will you arrive? When are we getting married? Last week, the big RE2 news coming out of E3 was more like lack of news. The game was not displayed, teased, or even mentioned in passing a single time during the biggest video game conference in the United States. We talked about this more in our last video, but it should give you somewhat of a hint that soon isn't as soon as we think. You also have to keep in mind that there are 2 more Resident Evil 7 projects yet to be released, with Not a Hero coming up and the final Season Pass DLC. You might expect to see some kind of complete edition of RE7 in time for Christmas as well. I would categorize those item releases as sooner than the RE2 Remake, but I hope I'm wrong. A 2018 RE2 Make release would be the most realistic soon because it represents the 20th anniversary of the game's original release, so we are keeping our fingers crossed for that. So perhaps soon isn't as soon might suggest.
The sooner the better.
What we do know is the RE2 team is working hard trying to turn the Mona Lisa into a more modern but equally beautiful Mona Lisa. So whatever Kobayashi's, Capcom's, yours, mine, or Webster's definition of soon is, we should all hope that they take the time needed to do it right. But also, what is your definition of soon? Let me know when you think we might see RE2 Remake in the comments. For more information on Resident Evil 2 Remake, subscribe and stay tuned to Where's Barry for the latest news and theories about this and all upcoming Resident Evil titles. Thanks for watching, Zoms!